So guys, today's video I want to talk about updates in northern Cyprus. All right, for those of you who will be traveling to Cyprus, I do not know, because someone was telling me when is the last day to enter North Cyprus. Make sure you are in Cyprus before the end of this month, all right, to avoid issues. Guys, Cyprus, the way it was before, is not the way it is right now. A lot of things are happening. Make sure you watch this video. There are a lot of things I want to review to you here. All right, recently I watched a video somewhere where a lot of Cameroonians were deported, and I came to find out probably they were the cause of their deportation. All right, stay tuned and keep watching. Now, like I said, Cyprus is not the way it was before 2018 when I was there, 2019 when I was there before I left. All right, understand that as an international student, you must follow the laws now, or you will not be accepted into North Cyprus. First, I have always said this on this YouTube channel. If you must go to Cyprus, make sure you have a sponsor. That is the first thing. If you have a sponsor and you are looking for admissions, you can get to me and tell me. I will get you an admissions. I will follow you up and you arrive in Cyprus. If you have a sponsor only, please. Because I am insisting, because I do not want you to say I dropped out of school because you never told me. This afternoon, I received a message from a subscriber, a new subscriber. He wrote the message to me. Probably I will put it up here so that you can see it. The guy said, my agent told me that I should come in North Cyprus through education, but I will be working. He will get me a working permit, and I will be working and earning $1,000. Guys, this is not true. $1,000 where? It is a big fat lie. I mean a big fat lie. If you have been watching my videos, I don't know when you subscribe and when you started watching, you would know that on this YouTube channel, this is the only place I will tell you. Agents will tell you, I can do admissions for you, you can come in, you can work, blah, blah, blah. It's a big fat lie. If you go to Cyprus listening to agents who tell you you would work and sponsor yourself, then you are going to push yourself into depression, and probably your career will crumble, your education will crumble. Do not say I didn't tell you. I am saying this because I know there are a lot of naive young students, young people who don't know all of these things, all right? I survived in Cyprus because I was a giant, and I didn't survive on my own, all right? I never had any sponsor. I never survived on my own. Moving forward, there are new updates in Northern Cyprus. If you are a student or if you intend to move to Cyprus anytime soon, know that there are travel updates, all right? First, let me say, do not use or do not carry a new phone into Cyprus. Now, as you watch this video, do not carry a new phone to Cyprus. Do not carry jewelries to Cyprus. If you do, those things will be seized at the Aegean airport because they think that you want to come and sell them in Cyprus. They do not want that. I remember telling a subscriber that he shouldn't import something from outside of Cyprus or Turkey, because if you buy things outside of Cyprus, especially some of the things, they will hold them at let me say the post office. My things were some time ago. Some things came to me from France, which I collected because it was my first attempt, and they want me. All right, and I understood what they were saying. I didn't blame them for what they did to me, but I got my stuff and they warned me. And remember, they will indicate in the system. All right, anything, if you are warned the first time, the next thing that comes, you will not get it. So do not take a new phone to Cyprus. I'm looking at my Jota, all right, because I want to explain some of these things. When I advise people, they don't listen, and later on they will come back to me. For you who said, who was asking me if you can work 1,000 euros in Cyprus, like I said, it's a big fat lie. They don't even pay you in dollars. He was even talking, was it dollars or euros? I think I will put the message, or you guys will see it somewhere. So it's a big fat lie. You will be earning your salary in Turkish lira, if at all you get the job. Jobs are not lacking, but they are limited, all right? Get the point. I said they are not lacking, but they are limited. And mostly odd jobs. You cannot do office work in Cyprus. Know that. The first point. Secondly, if you want to carry foodstuff now to Cyprus, make sure you seal them very well. Put them in these brown papers. You seal them very well. Or you put them what we call, there is something we call ban. Is it ban or solotape? In Pidgin, in Cameroon Pidgin, we call it solotape. Or I think maybe in Nigeria they call it a ban. Make sure you seal it very well. Do not carry fish. Do not carry meat. They will be seized at the Aegean airport. Did not say I didn't tell you. So that is the next thing you need to know. Again, now, like I said, a lot of foodstuff are being seized at the airport because they think that most of you guys moving to Cyprus are carrying drugs with you. Recently, some guys were caught with drugs in peppers, powder, fufu, this powder stuff that we call fufu, some in gari, some in peppers. They put drugs there and they enter with them in Cyprus. So anything happening to you guys, please do not blame the immigration. They are just fighting their job, and we should blame our fellow brothers. That is how it is. People will always spoil the road for us. All right, like I said, if you don't have a sponsor, do not go to Cyprus because you would be pushed out of school and you don't have anybody to blame. If you watch this video, make sure you stay connected. I'm still coming. There are some things I need to mention. Guys, stay connected. Like I said, if you are moving, book your two-way flight, all right? Book your two-way flight because they want to make sure, even if you book one-way flight and you arrive Istanbul, you would be asked to take the other way flight, all right? You will be asked to pay for another flight. They will not allow you pass in Istanbul without your two-way flight. That is, the flights that will take you, Ale and your return flight. In case you have a problem, they will use your return to send you back because the government don't have money to send people back or deport people. That is why they want you to present your one-way and, let me say, your two-way flights. You can always retrieve the money. I have always said it on my YouTube channel, this particular channel, that you can always retrieve your money back or your return fee, all right? All you need to do is to tell pay with Turkish Airlines. That is my advice. I always say it. Pay with Turkish Airlines. Tell them that you are not coming back soon to your home country and therefore you will be needing your return fee when you arrive Cyprus and someone will collect for you. They will tell you what to do. That was what I did when I was moving in 2016. And things are now rough because the currency has lost a lot of value, all right? Prices of goods are up. Gas is up. Water is up. Food is up. Tomatoes is up. Tomatoes that I used to buy 1 Turkish lira. Now my friends are buying 6 Turkish lira, 10 Turkish lira. So you have to be careful, all right? Before you even travel, make sure you get the Govern the Car app. All these things I'm saying, I will tell you something at the end of the video. Make sure you get the Govern the Car app in your phone, all right? The Govern the Car is for your quarantine. Again, do your PCR test, all right? PCR is the test for COVID-19. 72 hours before you travel. 72 hours should be how many days? 3 days. Do it like today and you travel tomorrow. It shouldn't exceed 3 days before you arrive Ejan Airport. If not, you are on your own. And now, they are looking for means to deport people, all right? If you just do PIM at the airport, any fault, PIM, you will be sent back. And immediately they say, go and sit that way. Just know that you are entering the next plane, leaving, all right? So, to be on the safe side, I was very shocked when I saw a video of some Africans, fellow brothers. They talked on how their mothers borrowed money from credit unions, their parents suffered, borrowed money, agents took the money, told them lies, and the truth is that most of these agents, they don't even know. I told some students a few weeks ago that, look, I can talk with a dean of a university and your things go smoothly. She will help to look for your accommodation. She will help us look for anything, and she didn't bother to come back. Then she went somewhere, someone did it for her. Then she was coming back to me to tell the dean to look for accommodation for her. How possible is that? Do you look at people? How do you look at me? Or how am I supposed to go and explain to the dean? If you want me to help you, you have to come. I do the admissions. If you must go to Cyprus, I do the admissions. The dean do everything. You do your payment. I'm not touching your money. I don't need to touch your money. All right? I'm just here to guide you. All right? They do the admissions. They make sure your name goes to the airport. Then they didn't look for the accommodation. Then you pay your ticket. We do the PCR test. I guide you to follow that procedure. All right? Because I cannot be wasting my time on something that is not even 1 franc I'm not going to get. Sometimes this woman just help people for nothing. But I cannot go telling the woman that do this for this person. Okay, where is the person going? CIU. The dean is not teaching in CIU. It doesn't sound perfect, all right? So we should understand some of these things. Now, returning back to what I'm trying to say, you need the Govern the Car, you need the PCR test, all right? I already explained this. There are still videos on my channel that I did some time ago, but I don't know if people are watching or not. They don't even watch. I don't know why. Then, the vaccine you are doing in Africa, know that you are going to be quarantined, all right? There was a communique that there is no quarantine if you have done your PCR test, but that communique doesn't work. You will be quarantined when you arrive now Cyprus and you will pay for it, all right? So just be prepared and know all of these things, all right? The communique doesn't work. That communique was passed, but you will be quarantined. The next important part, your documents. Do not fake your documents. Your documents, they will not detect fake documents in Turkey, but when you arrive Cyprus, they will fish them out. Remember, you have to show off all your documents, all right? If you carry fake documents with you, like I'm telling you now because I already know all the information. If you carry fake documents, because I always say it, students don't take it serious. If you carry fake documents, they will not stop you in Turkey. If at all, you get your ticket, everything in order. When you arrive Cyprus, they will check, all right? And if everything is fake, they will send you back. As soon as they just tell you that pass and sit there, you are in trouble. Just know that. All right, now moving to the part of the documents, let me also emphasize on this. If you are going to Cyprus to study, make sure if you are going to CIU, know that you are going to CIU. If you are going to GAU, know that you are going to GAU. Near East, know that you are going to Near East. EMU, know that you are going. Cyprus Science, know that you are going. Finance International, know that you are going. European University of Lefke, know that you are going there. What I mean here is when your admissions letter comes to you, look at the admissions letter, look at your program, right? Look at the duration, because most times students are never serious. I was asking a student who is traveling to Cyprus a few days ago. He was like, Milton, please check my admissions letter. When I checked, I first of all even asked him, what program are you going in for? The student was going for economics, but he didn't know. He told me something else. I was like, does this guy know what he is doing? All right, because these are the type of people, a small mistake like this at the Ejan airport, they will send you back and you will be crying, whereas you are the cost. Because now, if you carry your documents to the immigration, you give him your originals, you show him all your things, your payment slips, your admissions letters, he will now have the admissions letter. You are not the one having them. The immigration officer will look at them and ask you, young man, what is your name? Where are you coming from? Smiling, all right? They will always ask you, you can greet them, Abi, Nasisen Abi, that is, it means that, bro, how are you, all right? That's Turkish I just brought out here. They will look at it and ask you. And sometimes when you go to the immigration at the Ejan airport, the people you meet there don't smile with you. I'm telling you, they don't smile with you. There was one time I was passing the Istanbul airport in Turkey, and I had a watch on. So the lady there looked at me like this, with a very somehow face, and later on she said, she asked me in Turkey, how old are you? In Turkish, how old are you? I didn't know because I was not understanding Turkish by then. So someone behind, a colleague who understood English, I then turned to him and said, what did she say? The colleague said, she said, how old are you? I told her, and she smiled and said, I like your watch. That, where did you buy it from? And I said, Cameroon. She was like, oh, because they were looking at the watch to be something very fun, very good, but I didn't look at it that way. You understand? They are good people, but don't joke when rules are put in place, all right? So if you go to the airport, know that you should know your program, know everything about your program, because if you are asked, what are you going to be studying in CIU? And you said, I'm going to be studying political science, whereas on your admissions letter is geography, you will be sent back. I'm just telling you, you will be sent back. Do not try that. Now, I had already talked about the documents, all right? I'm talking about this. Now, I will say get a contract. If you are moving to Cyprus, get accommodation, because now quarantine is accommodation, your own accommodation. It's either you get your own accommodation or you get a school dormitory. Someone was complaining to me. I remember I saw that comment on my comment section on my videos. The person said something happened in one school, which I will not mention the name, that his child is not staying on campus, but he is paying for accommodation on campus. They charge her for accommodation on campus. And I told the person that it should be that someone signed for the accommodation, because I don't support things that are not correct, all right? If someone didn't sign for accommodation, the school will not ask for accommodation. So if ask your child, either your child signed for accommodation. If your admission was not done by your child, ask the agent who did the admissions, because sometimes agents cause more harm than good. You understand? An agent will, instead of the agent to apply for a cheaper school for you, the agent will go and apply for an expensive school for you. You understand what I'm saying? So these are things you have to understand. There are schools in Cyprus that are cheaper than others, all right? So you have to be very versed with that. Again, I already talked about food stuff. Do not carry fish. Do not carry pepper. Don't carry anything dusty. They will think that you have put something inside, all right? Your fellow brothers have done that, so that is why they are discharging. Is it disposing or is disposing? They are disposing everything. they see dusty foodstuff, all right, they will leave some of your foodstuff. I didn't say they will dispose everything, all right, but you should know that foodstuff will be gone, all right. New phones, new watches, they will not accept because they think that you are coming to sell them. That is what others are doing, all right. Importation is done legally. If you want to import something, I have a video on this channel where you can import it. Go through the post offices, follow the legal rules, all right. But I'm not saying that you shouldn't carry your 23 kilograms. Well, I do not know why, but like I said, others have spoiled the routes already, so we cannot do anything, all right. You can decide if you are going or not. Most importantly, pay your ticket, take your documents, make sure they are in order, and you follow instructions, all right. Before you arrive, do not tremble. There are people like you at the Ajan airport, all right. But like I said, things are not the way they used to be. So any little thing, they will deport you because they are struggling to sieve the population. The population is much already, all right. So that is what you need to know. Without all said, if you succeed and you enter, good luck to you and study well, all right. Remember to read. If you don't read, you will not pass the exam. That is how it is. Even in Harvard, people who don't read, they can't pass exams, all right. So make sure you read, follow instructions, study well, go to school, and you carry on with your life, all right. I hope this will help someone. If you don't, please, I forgot to say subscribe or like the video. Do that for me now. Thank you so much for watching. Until we meet again.